I just want to talk about a an experience that I had just dealing with a friend, and just how now I look back on after just doing research and stuff on narcissistic people. Now that I look back, I feel that she was a narcissist, like formed into a narcissist, as I grew up with her, going through school and all that. So I'll talk about her in a couple of minutes. But for now, I want you to know what a narcissist is. So I'm gonna read it off to you, so you can try and understand where I'm coming from. Narcissistic personality disorder, one of several types of personality disorders, is a mental condition in which people have an inflated sense of their own importance, a deep need for excessive attention and admiration, troubled relationships, and a lack of empathy for others. But behind this mask of extreme confidence lies a fragile self esteem that's vulnerable to the slightest criticism. So, I'm going to talk about the symptoms. Okay, narcissists have an exaggerated sense of self importance, have a sense of entitlement, and require constant excessive admiration. Expect to be recognized as superior even without achievements that warrant it. Exaggerate achievements and talents, be preoccupied with fantasies about success, power, brilliance, beauty of the perfect mate, believe that they are superior and can only associate with equally special people, monopolize conversations and belittle or look down on people they perceive as inferior, expect special favors and unquestioning compliance with their expectations, take advantage of others to get what they want, have an inability or unwillingness to recognize the needs and feelings of others, be envious of others and believe others envy them, behave in an behave in an arrogant manner, coming across conceited, boastful, and pretentious, insist on having the best of everything. For instance, the best car or office. In my friend's case, the best weave, best clothes, best looks, and all that stuff. So some signs they become impatient or angry when they don't receive special treatment, have significant interpersonal problems, and easily feel slighted. React with rage or contempt and try to belittle the other person to make themselves appear superior. Have difficulty regulating emotions and behavior, experience major problems dealing with stress and adapting to change, feel depressed and moody because they fall short of perfection, have secret feelings of insecurity, shame, and vulnerability and humiliation. Humiliation. Cannot talk. So, I'm gonna talk about her now. Let's get to the video. So, let me give you a couple examples. So, on the phone, she would complain about other people. She would call me just to complain, and it'd be like for a freaking hour. I listen. I'm a good friend. I give advice, but she doesn't take the advice. She just wanted sympathy. She just wants people to sympathize with people, but don't want to better herself or try to learn. And there'd be a couple of times where I bring up some complaints too, also, but she'd cut me off or get mad at me, and my stories be like 3 minutes long, which is her hour complaints. And she would also talk about other people. I give you an example. We'll be at school. Keep in mind also, I've been knowing her since 8th grade, middle school, up to high school, my senior year. So Keep that in mind. So, we'll be in a cafeteria, maybe other groups of girls or whatever, and she would just talk about everybody. Anybody that crosses her radar, she'd be like, do 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 do. Look at her hair. Oh my gosh. Look at the way she's walking. Look at the way he's walking. What is he wearing? She looked like a gerbil. Like just saying negative stuff about people. And it won't be just once. Like, oh, okay, she looked like a gerbil. Ha ha ha. No. It's back to back. Everybody that crosses her radar, she will talk about. And it, it got to the point where it's just irritating to me. Like, I don't like negative people. I'm a positive person. So it got to a point where I didn't want to be in a cafeteria anymore or just be around her for a certain amount of time. So I'll go to a teacher's room and eat my lunch there to just get away from people. Also, I felt like a sense of envy coming from her. Like I had won an award at school, I think Distinguished Student Award or something like that. I came out the lunchroom because that's where we were having it at. And she was like, "Where were you?" Whatever. I was like, "Oh, I had won an award, whatever. I was getting my award and all that stuff." She was like, "Oh, okay, that's cool. I'm happy for you, whatever." 2 months later go by, I won another award, which I didn't know you could get the same award twice, but I ended up getting it. And she's like, I had it in my hand. She was like, "What's that?" I was like, "Oh, I won another award or whatever." And I was like, "I didn't even know you could get it back to back like that." And so she was like, "You always get awards, you always get what you want and all this stuff." And I was just like, okay. And she was going off saying that no teacher appreciates her, no teacher likes me, whatever, and all this stuff, even though she's an honor student and she gets straight A's and all this stuff. Meanwhile, I'm the average struggling student that got like horrible grades, but I ended up doing better my senior year when I got the awards and stuff. And I'm just like, I've never got any awards growing up in school, so to me that was something special. And for her to say that was messed up. It was real messed up. And she also talked about her dad. She said that she she was going to go to California to see her dad one time and meet him, and they ended up talking or whatever. And her dad said he was going to go somewhere, and she waited, and he never came back. And to me, that was horrible. I was like, that's so messed up. And she said that he was on drugs and was having his own problems and all that stuff, so it was messed up. She also had like a rocky relationship with her mother too. They say that narcissists, well, I feel that narcissists in general have act out this way because they have horrible childhood, like in her case. Stuff like that when um, you have a missing father figure, a missing mother figure, or the child's been abused, then that's just gonna add on, and the person is gonna act up, and it's gonna get worse to the teens, to your adult, all that. So in that case, with her not having a father figure, she's always searching for a relationship to be with a man. That is her main goal, to pursue a man, to be with a man. And my thing is, you're searching for these men and end up getting hurt. It's like you can't search for other people to love you. You have to love yourself first. You know, on Facebook, she also said, why don't no man want me or whatever? And why don't a man want my finance and all this stuff? And I'm just like, This is exactly what they talk about with narcissists, and it just made me have a flashback. I'm like, dang, all this time of just knowing her, and that's what she's really progressing to become. And with a narcissist, you can't change them. So if you're in a relationship with a narcissist and they have all these signs, whether it be a friend, girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, you need to leave them immediately because you can't save them and they will get worse. So that's enough. Thank you for watching the video. So if you ever been with a narcissist or feel your friends a narcissist, let me know. Leave a comment in the comment section. And also, have a beautiful day. Peace and love to all my brothers and sisters.